blaring light behind me, but that'll be okay, I guess. Um, did not or do not plan to have this live go long, but we'll see if people are up for a chat. We'll then have a chat. If not, it'll then be even shorter. But yeah, I was thinking maybe 20 to 30 minutes. It depends on how chatty people will be. I didn't plan any particular topic, so or didn't plan or prepare one. So we'll see how it goes. It's usual for these lives, I guess. These types, and it's Sunday today, so it might be that people are free and up for a chat, or it might be that it's not the best time because people are out and enjoying themselves. Whichever the case may be, I think it's good. Dahlia or Jack is here with us. Hello, Dahlia. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a nice Sunday. And did you do anything special today or yesterday? Thank you, by the way, for the likes as well. Jack says thank you. Yeah, you are most welcome. So yeah, I was just wondering if you did anything special or something that you enjoyed today or yesterday. For example, for me today, I went out for just a little bit. I'm usually last week I was stuck at home each day. Today I just went out for a small walk. It's quite hot today, but I enjoyed the walk still, and yeah, it was nice to be in nature and go for a bite to eat as well. But yeah, nothing too special for me. I'm hoping you're having a nice weekend. And the thing, yeah, I also planned to try out Delta Force. Well, I did try it yesterday, was it? Yeah, yesterday I played it a little bit, and I'll probably tomorrow I'm gonna try it out, see how it goes, and the usual other two games. We'll see how they go. By the way, yeah, thank you for joining. Thank you for the likes, and if you subscribe, that also means a lot. This is meant to be just a free chat, so we can talk about anything. If anybody has any kind of question, topic, anything they would like to say, feel free to write it in the chat. As long as we keep things civil, it's going to be okay. So yeah, basically a chat about any which topic. Yesterday we talked a little about food. Japtha says hi. Hello there, Japtha. Hope you're having a nice Sunday, everybody. Ko Johnson, if I pronounce that right, says hi. Hello there to you as well. Thank you for being active in the chat. Hope you folks are having a nice Sunday or nice weekend. And if you have any kinds of questions, topics, anything you would like us to talk about, discuss, feel free to write it in the chat. I was wondering what, for example, did you folks do for the weekend today or yesterday? Yesterday we talked a bit about different food, and we talked about fitness. Well, at least I started the conversation about fitness, and then we moved to different types of food. But yeah, that's just from yesterday. Boomats says it's 8:30 in the morning. What could I have possibly done already? Well, that depends. It's a Sunday, so I'm guessing not much. But for me, for example, I usually get up at a little 6:45 or something like that, just a bit before 7. And I personally just go to the gym, and then around 8:30 I eat breakfast, and that's about it for the start of the day. So might be that, or might be just that you just woke up. So that's nice. Um, but thank you for sharing the time zone. So it's a quite different time zone here. We've got, what time is it? 4:30. So, oh, sorry, 2:30. 14. I was reading. So yeah, 2:30 here. Quite a bit of a time difference. Um, Dahlia asks, "Do I have a book?" Well, funny you should ask. I didn't read for quite a bit, and then I started reading again like a week ago. The book that I'm reading at the moment is like a fantasy book, so it might be interesting to somebody, might not. Um, it's not the best book, if I'm being honest. Like, it's the writing is nice, it's okay, it's interesting, but I have um, a few things that I think are mistakes in the book. However, I still enjoy it, and I just enjoyed reading it. Especially now because I, for example, replaced the gym. I can't go to the gym at the moment, so I replaced that with reading, and it suits me really nice. The book is Chronicles of Amber. That's the first book that I read when I was, I don't know, I think I was in high school, like 15, something like that. I enjoyed that when I read it, and now I'm reading the second. Um, Chronicles of Amber is a collection of a few books, and it can be in one. It's like that thick. And this second adventure, I guess, is connected with those books. So that's what I'm reading at the moment. Thank you for asking, Dahlia. The writer is Roger Zelazny, if you're interested in that. But yeah, it's a fantasy book. It involves like a lot of worlds, different worlds, traveling, all that. Interesting. Not the best. Like, for me, I love Game of Thrones books. So The Song of Ice and Fire, and I read those again when I was in high school. So like 15, 16. They are awesome. For me, unfortunately, we're not going to see them finished. But yeah, they are great books. Dahlia says, "Sorry, my phone died." I said, "Do you have a book?" I read. So I was just mentioning. I read, or I'm in the process now of reading. The book is called Chronicles of Amber. That's a book that I already read, but the book that I'm reading now is like a continuation, a second story. So it's also by the same writer, Roger Zelazny. And yeah, that's the book that I'm reading at the moment, at least. So yep, thank you for the question. If that was your question, if the question is if I wrote a book, then no, that I didn't. I wrote some small book for fitness, but that's doesn't even count. So yeah, I hope I answered your question. Now I'm not sure if I did, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not a writer. I do write for my job, but I don't write books. Um, I think it's probably quite fun, but also might be frustrating if if you have like a writer's block or not know how to finish your book and stuff like that. So it's not an easy job by any means. So yeah, reading in general is fun. Writing, probably a whole different beast. RDX God Cars says, "Hey sir, hello back. Hope you're having a nice Sunday, and thank you for joining us. If you have any kinds of topics you would like us to discuss, questions, anything at all, feel free to write it in the chat. We can talk about it, as long as we keep things civil. Of course, that's something I usually say. Yeah, that's pretty much it for serious books, though. I mean, books that are not fantasies. I think classics are always awesome. Whatever classic you might go across, like Crime and Punishment. Awesome, always awesome. And yeah, things like that. Like Dostoevsky is a great writer. If you're looking for like a smaller, shorter book, Old Man and the Sea, that's great. That's Hemingway, very nice book. So RDX says, "You love books, sir?" I do. I mean, I didn't read a proper book in a long time, but I started reading again, and yeah, in general, I enjoy reading. Ethan Linklater. I'm sorry for butchering the name, but Ethan says, "Hi, hello, Ethan. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for likes, by the way, and if you subscribe, that means a lot to me as well. So thank you for subscribing and liking the video." And yes, feel free to write anything you would like in the chat. We can discuss it. We can talk about it. It's all good. And yes, thank you for the love. Right back at you folks. Which kind of books do I like? Asks RDX. I like different types of books. For example, I was just mentioning at the moment I'm reading a fantasy novel, which is like okay-ish. I enjoy it. I cannot say it's the best book ever. It's got some flaws and mistakes and stuff, but in general, it's enjoyable. But I usually go from one to another. Like for example, when I finish this fantasy book, I'll probably be in a mood for something different. So I might go for some novel. I might go for something that's maybe related to fitness or science. Or I might read a bit about history. There's like quite interesting books about Roman history, for example. I like that. Or I mentioned Dostoevsky, or I mentioned, what did I mention? Oh yeah, Old Man and the Sea. That's also quite a nice book by the American, famous American writer that the name now escapes me, but I just mentioned him a moment ago. And yeah, like a lot of others. So yeah. If you have any type of books that you like to read, I might be able to recommend something that may be interesting to you. So for fantasy, I would definitely go with George R.R. Martin's Song of Ice and Fire and stuff. Have you read Trading in the Zone books? No, I have not. What is that about? I mean, I'm guessing it's about trading, but what kind of a book is it? I'm curious to know. Please do describe a little bit if you can. And thank you for the comment and question. It's interesting. I'll also look it up and see what it is about. When we're talking about trading, quite maybe a little bit on topic, but also there's an American Nobel laureate, so a person who won a Nobel Prize for economics, called Milton Friedman, and he wrote some really interesting books. Also, a recommendation for people that are interested in economics, for example. And he was the proponent of free market. So that's kind of I, for example, am interested in things like that. And if someone's also interested, they can look him up. He also has some debates and things like that. You can look up his videos, and well, not his, but the videos that were of him on YouTube. So yeah, there's that. All kinds, really. Science books, economics books, or economy books, history, fantasy, novels, what have you. All of that, quite interesting. And for me, at least, I enjoy reading in the morning. I don't know why, but that's just my thing. During the day, I guess my thoughts go elsewhere, and I don't have that much focus for it. But I like to, if I have time, I like to read for about an hour or a little bit more each morning. It, yeah, suits me. That is a trading mindset book for beginner traders, sir, says RDX. Quite interesting. And in trading, I'm guessing, depending on what market it is and everything, but there's all kinds of things that are useful for it. So very nice. I guess it depends on if it's trading like stocks. That's one thing. If it's trading or about trading like person to person, then sales, for example, stuff like that. That's more human interactions are there, and you need to be able to read the nonverbal communication much more and stuff like that. So it can be quite interesting, even away from the scope of just economics and numbers. So it can be about people and connections and all that. So it can be quite interesting. So yeah, nice that you brought it up. It's also not easy. So yeah, quite cool. I will look the book up, definitely. Not that I am a trader of sorts, but I can be interested in it. Why not? I'm doing in Forex, sir, but I'm a beginner. Great. So I'm then guessing that this book was quite useful for you. Nice. And it's good. Like, everybody has to start somewhere, and the more, I guess, an open mind you have towards learning, the better and easier it will be. So cool, very cool. I'm sure that you will become an expert in it as time goes on, of course. But yeah, glad to hear it. Thanks for sharing it, RDX. Um, and nothing is easy when you're just a beginner, but yeah, the more you focus on whatever it is, the better we will, or you will, become. So yeah, that goes for anything basically. So yeah, I didn't say much there, but yeah, trading can be quite interesting, and also also um, and it can definitely be very profitable. I thought you have trading books, sir. No, I did not. Like, uh, personally, I don't write, so I don't have any books in my name. Um, I the things that I wrote before was just for teaching purposes, but not for like publishing books. I have an older brother who's an author. He has a published book or two, but that's in a whole different sphere. So yeah, that's whole other game. Um, but yeah, I got no books in that. I have books that I read, but not that I write. And I'm not sure that I have. Yeah, here, for example, on that shelf, there's just a few books, but they're all different. I think there's some fantasy book. There's a biology book. There's Don Quixote. A few books about biology, though. There's a few Tolkien books, a few mystery books, like mystery drama. George Orwell. Huh, yeah. Um, but no books on economics or trading. At least here in another, like a library at home, at my parents' home, there probably is a few books like that. But yeah, feel free. Like, now we just started talking about books. We can talk about anything, obviously. So yeah, feel free, folks, to write or ask anything you like. Can you tell me, sir, how to control our mind? Um, well, that's I do not know. Like, to control your own mind or other people's mind. If you are trying to control your own mind, I guess it takes work. If you're trying to control other people's minds, it's gonna be almost impossible. But there is like sorts of manipulation that people use a lot, I guess. But yeah, just the mind control in itself is for ourselves, like control your own thoughts and stuff. I guess you need more self reflection. Like, for example, if something is not going your way, or you're mad, or things like you're not focused, you should look a bit more within and see like why that is, what's happening, a little bit of introspection, and then you will definitely find the reason. Like, okay, I'm angry or frustrated or da 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 because of this. That's the main issue. Can I maybe fix it? If I cannot fix it, I'll try and deal with it. If I can fix it, let's try and fix it. And so that's basically, but it's not like introspection is a great tool, but it's definitely not 100% mind control of your own mind. But yeah, that's like a small tip, I guess. Um, Usually we look past ourselves and find problems in just other things. Like, oh, it's not, the problem is not with me, it's with him or her or this or that. But a lot of the times the problem is with us, just by how we look at that problem. So just, yeah, a little bit of a tip, but definitely um, not possible to just control 100% of your, like, in I'm sure for people that are studying psychology in high school, at least, it's mentioned, like, you have the ego, you have the subconscious and the conscious, and you have the superego as well, and all that. And there you can see that sometimes you cannot control the thoughts that just appear to you, and some of them are nice thoughts, some of them are not, and that's just the subconscious coming into focus sometimes. And the important thing is obviously not to act upon those bad thoughts, and just know that it's part of us. And yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, that's just for psychology, like 101. And yeah, for manipulating others, I guess that's a whole different ball game. Like a lot of videos on YouTube, you'll see people trying to well, in some way manipulate the audience, and to get more viewers and stuff like that, and telling people, oh, I know you're unhappy because of this, do this and you'll be happy, or you'll be this or that. And that's sort of a manipulation of some kind, but definitely not a nice thing. So yeah, we should stay away from that, I guess. You're interesting, sir, says RDX. Well, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Um, Thank you for interesting questions as well. I did not expect those types of questions, but they are quite fun to answer in some way. I just tried to provide a little bit of feedback to your questions, and try and think of ways to expand it a little bit. So yeah, thank you for the compliment, and thank you for being here. Obviously, that's of great help. Um, and yeah, anybody's free to write whatever they would like to discuss, and we can discuss it. I thought to have this live for just about um, well, 30 minutes or so, depending on how much people are interested, and in what if you folks are interested in a conversation, that's what we can have. So was there anything else that I wanted to mention off topic or on topic? Nothing comes to mind at the moment. I think I mentioned pretty much everything. What kind of work are you doing, sir? Asks RDX. At the moment, I am in. Well, I'm a copywriter for marketing. So there's a certain. I work within a marketing team of a certain company. They have things that they want to sell or they want to advertise. And then I think of ways to write about the product, and then they advertise it. So like it can be for commercials, for emails, social media, and so on. That's what I do at the moment. Before that, I was an English teacher, and for a short time, I was a fitness instructor. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I was a teacher for like 7 years, something like that, maybe eight, but let's say seven. And I've been doing this copywriting thing for about 3 years and something, 3.5 years maybe. I'm not that set. Like, which country are you from, sir? Asks RDX. I can tell you right away, or I can give you clues or hints, and you can try and guess. So let me know which you would like, and if you want, I'll tell you right away. Or if you want to guess, I'll give you the hints, and you can try and guess. Um, for copywriting, I would just mention that it depends if it's for you or not. For example, I am not a big fan of it, and I don't like sitting in the office that much. So my current job, I'm not that happy with, but it is what I do at the moment. So we'll see what the future brings. And so, if you wish to guess the country, your first clue will be or would be that it is a country in Southeast Europe, a small country in Southeast Europe. Oh, sorry. I notice here that my phone is running low on battery. Um, Ethan says Ireland. Good guess because it's a small country and it is in Europe, but it's more like it's more up there north. Ireland is definitely more north than we are, and we don't have any connections with the sea, so no access to the sea. We have about six and something. Norway, again, Norway is very north. We are much more south from them. RDX says USA. No, not USA. Europe, European country, Slavic European country. About 7 million people live here. No access to the sea. We were once a bigger country consisting of different smaller countries, and now we are just this one. Montenegro is a great guess, but Montenegro has access to the sea, and we don't. And we are bordering Montenegro. That's one thing. And before we were one country. Russia is a good guess, but no. The language that is spoken here is maybe similar. Whoops, sorry. Maybe similar to Russian, but it's still different. Albania, no. You're close. You're very, very close. You're just shooting a bit. Now just think above. So above Montenegro and Albania. Starts with S. And yeah, we were once the same country with Montenegro. So it was Montenegro and something. Or something and Montenegro. The country starts with S. Slovakia, very close, but no. Okay, you're there. You're there. So it's connected with Montenegro. Montenegro is down here. My country is like here. So Montenegro is a bit smaller. My country is like that, right there, connected to to it. Surisland. It starts with S. People sometimes confuse it with Siberia, but Siberia is just an area in Russia. Swiss, no. Would you like me to give you the right answer? This is usually what I also mention to people. Nikola Tesla, the guy who's now has like the Tesla company from Elon Musk that makes cars, has the name Tesla because of this Nikola Tesla guy who is a famous scientist. He's from this country. Same for example, Nikola Jokic, who's in Denver Nuggets. He's a NBA player, like a superstar. And Serbia is the correct answer. Yes. Well done. Good job. And you were very close. Now you are correct. So Serbia is the country that I am from. Good job, Ethan. Very, very good. Good geography, good skills there. So nice. That's about it. I think I'll have to end the live now because my phone's at 5%. Is it 6%? Okay. So I'll probably end the stream now. Maybe I log back in, but I'll definitely have a stream from tomorrow. So tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I will be live again. So I hope to see you folks again soon. Thank you very much for the nice chat that we had and for liking, subscribing, everything like that. I appreciate it very much. I hope you enjoyed our chat. If you like, you can visit the channel, and I usually either talk like this, I maybe make a video about fitness and exercise, and some video games. That's pretty much it so far. Thank you again. I hope you enjoyed our chat, our live here, and yeah, hope to see you again soon. Take care. Ethan says thank you. It was my pleasure. And yeah, that would be it. RDX says, okay, sir, bye. I'm subscribing to your channel. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Much love. Always glad to hear it, and always nice to talk with you folks. So thank you for that as well. Hopefully see you again. So like I mentioned, I'll be streaming again tomorrow and the day after and the day after. So we'll be seeing each other hopefully. Take care. Have an awesome weekend, or the rest of your weekend. And yeah, hope to see you soon. Have an awesome day, folks. And thank you for stopping by.